At a defining moment, we stand before you not to divide. We stand before you not divided by politics, faith, or ethnicity, but as one people united by unwavering commitment to the peace, security, and prosperity of Nigeria. The theme of this press conference is Nigerians united against terror. A call for peace, solidarity, and decisive action. Under this national banner, we declare unequivocally that terrorism will not define our future. While extremist violence has inflicted immeasurable pain and disrupted communities, the Nigerian spirit remains unbroken. Today, we honor the memories of innocent victims and stand solidarity with survivors whose resilience strengthens our resolves. Safeguarding our nation is a collective duty. It does not rest solely on the government. Through the United Against Terror campaign, we call on citizens across all local governments to become active security partners. We urge everyone to remain alert and provide timely, credible information to authority. Intelligence is a powerful weapon. A single report can save lives. By fostering trust between citizens and security agencies, we can deny terrorists the secrecy they exploit. While challenges remain, we commend the progress of our security institutions. In particular, we salute the Department of State Security Services for their dedication and professionalism. Their recent success in intercepting terrorists, prosecuting suspects, and securing conviction within the rule of law reinforce public confidence in our democratic institution. We encourage GSS to sustain this momentum through continued transparency and accountability. We also extend profound appreciation to the armed forces of Nigeria, the Nigeria Police Force, and the local vigilante group for their immense sacrifice. We commend the military success rescue operation and the growing operation synergy between former security agency and the local vigilantes. However, the fight is far from over. It is far from over. We call on military commanders, the political leaders, to intensify effort, enhance intelligence gathering, and eradicate violence extremism entirely. The enemy of our nation seeks to divide us along ethnic and religion lines, but we reject the agenda. An attack on Nigerians is an attack on all Nigerians. Let us stand united. We call on Nigerians at home and abroad, across social media, marketplaces, schools, and places of worship to amplify this message of solidarity. Together we shall reclaim our peace, secure our future, and build a stronger Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
If there is any question from the press.
Well, while we wait for questions, it's important we make inputs. As it were, like the hashtag Nigeria Unite Against Terror have taken this campaign beyond mere campaign, but rather I want to ingrain it in the mind of Nigerian citizens that the responsibility of ending insecurity have become sacrosanct. And it is a duty that we must all fulfill by paying attention, detailed attention to our environment. Everyone should be their brother's keeper at this time. Why I say this is that the fuel that energizes the power of insecurity is information. Once information is hoarded from them, they become weak. Once information is hoarded from our security so also becomes very weak. So what we should do is to channel the information we have to the positive direction, which is to the security agencies, so that they can be able to fulfill their mandate of ensuring that our nation is kept clean of all this irregular engagement by non-state actors that are overshadowing the effect of development in our economy. And finally, I also want to advise the government to ensure that they put in check every money that is distributed to states and local government. If funds are effectively and judiciously expended by those arms of government, I think it will reduce the hands that will be available for conscripting into various forms of insecurity. I thank you and have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Question them most.
My question goes to Mr. Austin. So my name is Adola.
Yes.
Do you think it will reduce the number of...
The government is not doing anything about insecurity. And whenever they come up with their own suggested or solution, I think we should encourage it. So far during our own, I think maybe Nadeko, if not other us, we have never seen any regional police or state police before. Mm-hmm. The security has taken another dimension. So we should encourage state police. What we are afraid that the governors were hijacking for police, are they not using the federal police for the same purpose?
Of course.
They are using it for the same purpose. They are using some judges for the same purpose. So we should encourage it. Let citizens fight their own war. When nobody should be sent from Enugu to go to Katsina in the name of police and fight terrorists. Let the citizens of Katsina be recruited. They know the hidden places. They understand their languages. They know the terrain. So I think the insecurity is local. We've said it before several. So we need a local approaches to end the insecurity. So the state police should encourage, just as I said, there should be a law that will make it to adhere to the reason why it is created. Not for political reasons.
In our thing, we have been on it. You know that when we started this campaign, one of the cases we actually made was for where that we have been doing the same things over and over, and it has not you remain with our fear that state police will be hijacked and not understand the fears. But when the fears come, we'll confront it as Nigeria. So we commend the National Assembly and making to fast track it. It's a welcome development.
Thank you.
In addition, for every citizen to participate. It is not just a one from different ethnic nationality. And our objective is to fight against terror. There are going to be platforms where we encourage Nigerians to register and become members of United Against Terror group, where informations can be shared, people will know, and we can as well, security agencies can know what is happening in your immediate community. We cannot be in a local government in Taraba, but if we have our members of Fight Against Terror, United Against Terror in Taraba, they can be able to pass information quickly.
Yes. And
this campaign is going on from one state to another by the special grace of God. We are not just stopping in Abuja, we are moving across the 6th geopolitical zone as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
In the 80s, there's what they call Friday police.
I've heard that here.
People are being engaged to carry out surveillance. Then, you know that crime was, I still remember that same period, there was
information to the security. They are the one to process the information and activate it and implement it. Because we have a society where some people are even more loyal to the bandits and Boko Haram than the security of operation. They communicate the movement of the police, the movement of the military, or the movement of DSS to the bandit instead of communicating the movement of bandit, Boko Haram to DSS and military. The reverse is the case, where people are more loyal to the bandits, Boko Harams, kidnappers, instead of the state apparatus. And during our protests, if you follow us, we raise an issue that always lies on the DSS, the military, the police, not just gathering information to protect them. Because we have had a case in Borno State where some people have volunteered information to the military. The bandit suspect was arrested. He came back and went after the families of those who give the information to the security operative. Not just knowing see something, say something, but the government has to do something and protect those that say something.
I understand that, but the people that are more loyal to the bandits.
Well, okay. I think that our point of defense is now discussing how to embed journalists and media people
in back to us is commendable, because we kept receiving messages, texts phone calls that our effort have given hope to the average Nigerians to understand that yes, some people are speaking out on issues that needed the voice of the people. And don't forget, like Mgbeke will say, he said, when the bad people conspire, let the good combine. Else, they will fall one by one, an unpitied sacrifice in a contemptible struggle. Why did I use this quote? It is important that the effort of every good Nigerian is worth it. No matter how minute it is, it will make a resounding effect on the fight on ground. If we do not say anything nor do anything, of course, the war will be on. And as we are saying something and trying to do something, we are getting closer to getting the problem solved within the shortest possible period.
In addition, there are a lot of their community, and the community have dealt with them severely and handed them over to society. Those that are living in their community, that are informant to these bandits, there are going to be town hall meetings across the
various communities to make them to understand that there is need for them to have a synergy with the security. The security will not betray them in their confidence. When you say something, you say something. And also, in the creation of the state police, we are of the opinion, those that are against the government of the day, let them come with a robust framework.
Yes.
A framework, because of this, the state police must be created. We have no choice. The only way out, let them come with a robust framework that can guide the state police for them to be apolitical. Because of insecurity in Sokoto is a threat to security in Kogi. And based on that, we must all come together to end insecurity. The military are doing their own. You see us as a civil society. We are doing our own. We even went as far as moving to the grassroots, to the down grassroots, to make sure that we are bringing everybody on board. Security is everybody's business in Nigeria today. Thank you.
Thank you. And then courage is prosecuting in line with the law. And for over 2 weeks, we had a conviction of a bandit arrested by DSS in Kogi State, who sentenced to the life in prison. Death
within the last 2 weeks.
in Edo State, Ekiti State, yesterday, 2 people were also in Katsina. And now we're having an institution that arrests people and do not just kill them because somebody alleged they are bandits, they are Boko Haram. They subject them to the law of land through judicial processes. And the Court of Competent Jurisdiction pronounced the judgment. And I just read before I came here that a farmer that was wrongly arrested by DSS from Kaduna State was just released, and they compensated him by the same DSS. So there's something new happening. So and I also not just only DSS should be, the military and the police should also follow this rule. Do you understand? When you do this thing, I think the citizens will wake up to their responsibility as a citizens, because there is no issue of extrajudicial killing anymore. People are being arrested subject to the judicial processes, and the court make pronouncement. And I must commend DSS for that. And the other agencies should also follow the queue. Thank you.
Fight for our rights.
Thank you.
Temper.